Hello, everybody. Let me see how I can make my camera a little less crazy. So I'm a hot mess. See my hair? But I have cute sunglasses and a cute romper on, so that's alright. Um, hmm. I'm actually going to tell you some stories about my very bad dating experiences because, whether it's going on an actual date, just trying to flirt with guys, get a guy's number, or whatever the case, or my actual relationships, I have either the worst luck or the worst picker, or I just live in the worst county. I'm not quite sure. So, all of these stories might be a little out of order until I can catch you up. If I start having current situations, I'll maybe start recording some live while they don't know and going from there. So, my one story I'm going to tell was last summer. I went on a date with this guy who was a little questionable. I had met him online, and I had made it very clear I was looking for a guy with aspirations and a job and all those necessary qualities. And he went on to say he was, creating a business that was called an imagination station for kids, something about helping them with sparking their creativity or maybe helping them hone in on their art skills. It sounded really nice because I'm not too artistic myself, but I really like art. I write a little bit of poetry, and I like people that are into either art themselves or promoting it or helping people grow in it, whatever it is. I just like art. And I also like people that are into the growth of children mentally and intellectually. Okay, I don't even know how to explain myself. So it sounded real good, and then we talked more, and I got clarification that he doesn't currently have a job. He just kind of sells knickknacks on the side till he's gonna make enough money to start his business. I still was like, oh, maybe it's something legit. I have a lot of friends that run little businesses on the side and go to the farmers market and make quite a bit of good sales, glass blowing or with hemp or beads or whatever it is, and they're really awesome people. So I didn't pay much attention to it. And then I finally just got the balls to ask him, do you use meth? I just had this weird feeling, I guess. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do you shoot up meth? Again, just a weird feeling. Somehow I just happen to be right. Yeah, I do, but not often, or I don't know what answer he gave me. Anyways, enough with the backstory. So one bored and drunk night, whiskey, I decided, well, I'm really freaking bored and he wants to hang out and he's kind of cute and I'm open-minded. Maybe I won't sleep with him and maybe I won't actually pursue anything with him, but maybe I'll just go on a little adventure. So he comes over and he gets bored and he's like, oh, maybe I should go. And it's pretty late at night. I was like, hey, I should stay the night at your house. Because I'm pretty bold and ballsy like that. I'm not really ever afraid of being raped or murdered, especially from dudes that look like they weigh 130 pounds sopping wet, and you're gonna just sit on them and break them anyway. I'm not really scared of you murdering me. Sorry, I'm afraid I'm gonna actually hurt you. Anyway, so I go with him in his van that's really ghetto. Actually, on the way here, it had broke down once when he was trying to find my apartment. And on the way, he was like, maybe we shouldn't go to my family's house. I live with my family, and my house is just a mess. And I'm like, dude, I've seen all sorts of stuff. I don't care. I just want to hang out. I'm drunk, and I want an adventure. That sounds like fun. Let's be crazy. Let's go see your messy family house. And then he just kept telling me, oh, no, there's piles of clothes, and there's this, and there's that. So he talked me out of it, and he's like, well, instead we can go down below the bridge near the park, and maybe just park the van in front of the water and just sleep. And I get in the back of his van, and I'm still just drunk and just fearless as fuck. I'm like, sure. So we get in the back of the van. We fell asleep. Then at 5 in the morning, a cop comes knocking on the window. I'm from here on the Oregon coast, and I know the laws, and I should have known that was illegal to sleep at any park or anywhere like that after dusk, but I was drunk again. Can't stress that enough. I wasn't thinking. And the guy's like, you're not supposed to be parked here and sleeping here. And then ran the dude's name, and the dude had a warrant out for his arrest. And so they arrested the dude, but the dude's like freaking out. And I'm like, dude, in this county, we don't have enough jail beds. You're going to be booked and released. I promise. They will send you straight home. And he's like, no, I'm freaking out. They're going to keep me. How do I know? So this guy gives me his social security card, his debit card, his really awesome pool stick. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll get a hold of you later. And then after the cop left, I fell back asleep and nobody fucking bothered me. Kind of sexist, I know. And then at like 7 in the morning, I like wake up again. I'm so hungover, open up the van door, and I just puke everywhere. And then I was like, shit. So I called a cab and I was like, I don't know where I am. I kind of went on this weird adventure or date or what have you with this dude I didn't really know that I met online who's a drug addict, and now I'm parked in his van in front of the water below the bridge. And I need to go home because he just got arrested. And they're like, oh my God, you lucky you didn't die. And I'm like, yeah. Probably a stupid decision on my part. So finally the cab finds me, and then I get home and realize I'm locked out of my apartment and my roommate's asleep. So I go and sit at a coffee shop that's open. Luckily they have a charger. I'm like in pajamas, completely mismatched. I'm kind of always a hot mess. And I'm like, I swear I'm not a transient. They're like, don't worry, you just look like you're from Portland. So I guess maybe a stylish transient. Anyway, eventually I got in my apartment, and that was awesome. But yeah, that was last summer, summer 2018, so that was summer of 2017. And what I took away from that is don't go on dates with drug addicts, and maybe get to know somebody a little bit more before you just go on a blind date online and stay the night in their van in front of some water. Oh, and also when I woke up, I looked in his back seat and he had top ramen and water and all the essentials for like living. I mean, it makes sense. Why did he have a sleeping bag in the back of his van and no seats? Like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that night. This dude was homeless, jobless, and a drug addict and got arrested. Well, ta-ta for now.